We'll now go to Mr. Genuis. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Chair. My key initial question here is the why. Because all in a fairly short space of time, in about a 2-year period, the Government of Canada made 3 distinct moves. First, they raised the limit on the value of property that one department could purchase on their own authority. They raised it from $4 million to $10 million. That reduced accountability and oversight. Then they appointed Tom Clark, appointed by the Prime Minister to be the Consul General in New York. And then immediately with this new hyper well-connected person in as Consul General, it became a Government of Canada priority to purchase a new residence. So you have these 3 things happening in close succession. And it seems to me that the timing is highly suspicious. There was no indication prior to Mr. Tom Clark getting this appointment that there was a lot of discussion around a need for a new residence, and yet immediately he takes this position, and all of a sudden Global Affairs is talking about the need for a brand new, what turned out to be luxury residence for the brand new, politically well-connected Consul General. So to the officials, do you know, or at least officially, who it was that started the conversation about the alleged need for a new residence? Who was it that said, "Hey, we should get a new residence in New York"?
So I'll answer for Treasury Board Secretariat. Those decisions occurred under GAC's authority, so we don't have a line of sight as to what precipitated the purchase. The only information I can refer to is what was provided to this committee, which they talked about.
But it was initiated within the department.
Correct.
It wasn't the PSBC or Treasury Board or any other department saying, hey, by the way, looks like we might need this. It was Tom Clark, new Consul General, comes in close to the Prime Minister, and then Global Affairs is on their own authority initiating this conversation about a new residence.
So I would answer that any decisions on this matter would have occurred within Global Affairs.
Okay. For the Chief Appraiser, I want to clarify on the asking price versus the appraised value of the previous property. It was implied by some of my Liberal colleagues that the appraised value was the same as the asking price. Could you just very clearly clarify, is the asking price the same as the appraised value of the property?
Merci pour la question. En fait,
thank you for that question. The property, as described in the appraisal report, had been on the market for a number of months. The price had been adjusted a few times.
Yes, it's a simple question. I'm talking about the previous property, not the newly acquired property, the previous property.
Okay.
Is the asking price the same as the appraised value, or are they different?
Comme j'ai précisé tout à l'heure.
As I noted earlier, I cannot go into details about the first appraisal report produced on that property, because the property...
That's all I'm looking for, just the clarification. So anyone who's making public comments about what the value of that property is, politicians or otherwise, isn't doing so on any factual basis. The previous property has not sold yet, correct?
À ma connaissance, elle est toujours à vendre.
To my knowledge, it is still up for sale.
Okay, all right. So there is a lot of misinformation being pushed on this, particularly by supporters of the government. Based on our own research, we've seen that properties in the same building have sold substantially under asking price, or have even been taken off the market once put on. So I think that's important for the committee to note. Who decided on the asking price? Was that you? Was that within Global Affairs? Who decided the asking price for that previous property?
As noted in Mr. Quinlan's opening remarks, one of the foundations of the process and the...
J'y arrive.
I'm getting there. I can say that the decision was not made by the chief appraiser Our job is to provide an appraisal for a given.
La décision de fixer le...
The decision to set the asking price, is that what you're asking?
Yes, exactly.
OK. Dans ce cas précis,
In this precise case, I would suggest that you ask that question to Global Affairs Canada.
Okay, so this is the problem, right? Is the government wants to trumpet the asking price as if it means something,
Mr.
but
Generous.
you're the appraiser who appraised it, and that's completely separate. We don't even know who's setting the asking price. Sorry, Chair. I'm done.
Yeah, we are out of time. Although, Ms. Bouchard, a very clear question was asked to you. If you do not know who set the price, please just say, I do not know. But if you do know who set the price, as Mr. Generous was asking, I would ask you to present that answer to us.
je ne sais pas qui a fixé le prix.
I do not know who set the asking price, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much.